Men are evil because a lot of them have a really big head. You can't think that you're the prize.
What do you think she is?
The prize?
Welcome to Street Arts. We pair two straighties on a blind date and find out if it's a match or a pass. I'm here with
Soul.
Lena.
Why are you single?
I don't know. I'm really tall. I don't know why no one wants it.
You don't even have to have a personality.
I do have that, though. It's fantastic.
I will have to see.
Welcome back. Okay, some people say they are bad at modern dating, but what if the call is coming from inside the house? It's you, not them. The Find Your Husband coach, Christine Campbell-Pate, is still with us, and that was a clip from TikTok's viral dating show. It's called Street Hearts, hosted by our friend, Tiff Baira. Oh my gosh, she is just the best at really getting a pulse on what the dating world is like. She's now the author of a super popular book. It's called Modern Dating for Dummies. Please welcome Tiffany Baira. Come on out, Tiff. Congratulations on this book. You were here last season and you're like, I'm working on this book, Tamron. All this knowledge that I learned on the streets with the dating world, I'm putting in. How's the response been?
It has been amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone that's actively dating knows it's pretty scary. But I really wrote this book to help everyone find love while loving themselves. And the priority of this book is to know you are the prize, you have value, you have worth. And if they don't see it, they don't have taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but both people have to know they're the prize. I think oftentimes, especially in relationship, you're like, I'm the prize, I'm the prize. But if both people are saying, I'm the prize, you're just bigging up yourself.
I mean, in my opinion, maybe it could be Christmas and they're both presents.
Right.
You know, I think the main thing is like, you have to know your value, but also know your flaws.
Okay.
And we're not chasing perfection, we're chasing growing with someone. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you have a key that goes into the wrong door. Doesn't mean the two things can't be both good, but you gotta find compatibility, and compatibility isn't personal.
I think that's interesting, compatibility. Is there a one line to, I think many people have thought so. I didn't know I was compatible with Steven. I'm just gonna be honest. Steven's in the music business, he's a manager. I thought he was trying to represent me. My husband is all of 5 feet tall. He is not what I thought, but he is what I love. And we are compatible because he rooted for me on this very challenging part of my journey. So, what is compatibility?
Well, I love that you mentioned that because I say don't fall in love with someone on paper, fall in love with someone in front of you. While I do think you have to have the right infrastructure, like you have to know what you want, what type of life you want to build, and do that together. Just because someone might be wearing cargo shorts, if they make you laugh, look past it.
Right, right. Okay, you also talk about making sure you don't lose yourself in the search for love.
I think to lose yourself, you have to know yourself. So I feel like it's a two-part thing where like, if you don't know what value you're adding, what your passions are, what your hobbies, what makes you happy, how the heck is someone gonna make you happy? So it's a two-part thing. So if you have been in past relationships and have been the one that was anxiously attached, maybe texting them 82 times, or, you know, hey, not me. But I always say, do a previous dating audit. So go through everything that worked and didn't work. And you have to be honest with yourself.
Right.
Was I emotionally unavailable at that time? Was I looking for something serious? Was I not?
Yeah.
And take that data that you have and put that forward to what you want next.
I think that's smart because a lot of times people will say, I'm just looking to have fun when you really know you want to be married. And you just don't want to say it because you're afraid it's going to run that person away. And Christine, that's what you were talking about. When you're going through that list, you really have to be honest with yourself about what you want, because if you're pretending that you're cool with the hookup and then you get the hookup and you're texting 83 times wondering why they're not calling you back, that's what happens. You have to be willing to say, I want to be in a long-term relationship.
Yeah, you have to own it.
You have to own it. What about responsibility of dating patterns? How do you give advice when people say, okay, I'm gonna do the work, Christine, I'm gonna look in the mirror. What are you telling them to search for?
I mean, it depends on what they're struggling with, first and foremost.
What do you think is a common struggle?
Low worth. Low self-value, not knowing what you deserve and settling for breadcrumbs, settling for the thing that hurts you versus supports you. And so when you look, you have to look and see, your dating life is always a representation back of what's going on the inside, right? And so you're making that choice. That's where personal responsibility comes in. Like, it's not them. They didn't do this to you, right? You chose this. You chose to stay.
Wow.
You also have the choice to leave.
You have this. Do you find, I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of tears when you start talking about dating because it does cause anxiety, it creates insecurity. When people are doing this work, Tiff, what do you recommend? Because you are a ball of joy. The outfit, everything about you is a ball of joy. But let's be honest, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of people, and we all, I think at some point have been there where you're in the bed or you wake up in the morning or you find yourself in the shower and tears start to stream down because the journey is better when you have someone that you can share it with.
Yeah.
And you feel that you keep running into a brick wall.
Yeah, I mean, I think as someone that is actively dating and helping
Because you're single.
Yes, I'm single. If anyone's single, huh? But the reason I like to bring such positivity to dating is because I do know the insecurities that it brings out. It makes you look at yourself in a different way. I think what the work is saying, like, baddies have bad days too.
Yeah.
And like, even if you're not feeling ready to date or you're feeling insecure, don't let that stop you.
Right.
Because it's not like you wake up one day and you're just confident. Confidence, I call it the confidence gym. Every day you're doing a little weight, So wear that crazy outfit. Talk to that hot barista. Flirt with someone that you think is out of your league.
Yeah.
Because we make these constructs in our heads saying that could never be me.
Yeah.
But when it comes to dating, my question is, why don't you shoot your shot and find out? Like, rejection, at least you know.
Yeah. At least you know. Tiffany and Christine are staying with us. Our next guest says her hyper-independence is what's hurting her dating life. How is she defining hyper-independence and why does she see that as the flaw in her process? We'll be right back.
This show makes me feel like the luckiest kid in the world. Join in on the fun. Sign up for our newsletter and subscribe to the Tamron Hall YouTube channel.